Happy Friday! Thank God it is Friday! If you are somewhere where it is nice and beautiful sunshine weather, please take advantage of a gorgeous day. For me, it is actually pretty bright, sunshiny-ish, a little bit above 60s, and looking like it's going to be a gorgeous weekend. Praying and hoping everyone has a fantastic weekend along with today, tonight as well. It is currently 10:41 a.m. A little late with this video, but was relatively busy this morning. Yesterday for Mullen, it was well, let me just say it could have been worse. Could have been worse, but we'll get to the charts momentarily. Let's do some morning updates. Pretty much go over some things really quickly. So. No new SEC filings from Mullen. They're obviously not keeping up to date. They're not doing some housekeeping because typically they would file an 8K whenever they drop news. So this is a little, it's not really necessarily concerning, but it just, I think it kind of shows definitely to long-term shareholders. Unfortunately, if you have been holding Mullen, especially if you have not been taking opportunities to either day trade Mullen, swing trade Mullen, like I've pretty much been talking about, is just, I mean, it's not even really a gamble. I'm not a financial advisor, but you don't have to be a level-headed human being to understand that we are just in a clown show right now, and a lot of it, I mean, the entire clown show is because of the leadership of the company. Straight up, absolute leadership of this company. But going to be talking about some good things in this video, and going to be talking about some hard reality type things as well. And for some people, it's not what they really want to hear, but it's reality. I used to be a shareholder of Mullen from March 2022 up until May 2023. And when I say a shareholder, I mean I was holding a bag. Legitimately holding a bag, dollar cost averaging down. I had so much FOMO still in my body that I just could not, take a loss. And then after May of 2023... last year, which is almost a year. It's actually, next week is going to be 1 year since Mullen did their first reverse stock split. It's crazy, insanity. Whenever I would be swing trading Mullen in the last year, I would have a 50-50% chance of walking away with profits. Spoken to quite a few people, especially on Twitter. Some double D's this weekend would be nice, though. I am a bachelor. But I've spoken to some people on X. And a lot of people in the same boat. Whenever people are swinging the stock, it really is, it's really 50-50. But in the last, 6 months, it's just become unmanageable. It's not even a 50-50. It's a loss. Day trading Mullen, whenever I do day trade, I typically have a very high success rate day trading the stock. Took a day trade the other day. It was in the last video that I ended up making, but let's go ahead and do our morning routine on Mullen. So, no new SEC filings. David Mitchery did not purchase any new shares. I was really praying and hoping that the insiders were buying 2 days ago when Mullen had a 48% move. How awesome would that be? David bought shares. If David had bought shares with all the insiders on Wednesday, and then they ended up dropping news yesterday saying, "Hey, we just ended up buying shares. We believe in the company. Blah blah blah. We're so sorry. We're gonna give everyone a bunch of handies." Yesterday would have been significantly different, but we got this news yesterday. This news was not the news that people wanted to see. Announced his new CARB approval for 2025 Class 3 EV cab chassis truck. So we really need honestly, we don't even need a production update. We got a production update. That's amazing. Mullen has produced 500 commercial vehicles. But this is just really more so fluff news. They're talking about 2025 in here. They're not talking about what everyone is waiting for, and that is collection of revenue. Are these vehicles selling? Are they selling, David? Are we making money? Because if you're holding the stock, you ain't making money. But David is still getting a paycheck. So are these vehicles selling? That is what will propel this stock, in my opinion, so much higher. When I say so much higher, I really don't know how high it can go. But I can tell you that it's probably not going to go the other way down. Yeah, I can definitely say that. But so something that I did, and this is like, it's not like, this is like something really valuable in here. They're talking about a bunch of like pretty much the federal tax credit, which is absolutely amazing for a lot of middle, upper, either whether you own a small business and maybe you want to buy one of these Mullen vans for your small business, or hell, maybe even you are upper middle class, or maybe you run a larger scale business. I mean, sure, like this is definitely going to help out retail, commercial retail. But are these vehicles selling? That is the big question. And that's what we gotta really see. So the only thing I'll basically add about this news, the CARB, CARB, is that if we go back in time, where are we? I think it was January. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. I know it's one of these days. This was a bad day. Down 10%. But then again, I feel like if Mullen's down 10%, it's pretty much like typical. Being down near 3%, that's actually not bad. Where are you? I know they dropped this news before. Okay, here we go. So, 129, Mullen dropped its news. We ended up closing the day at 16.62%. So, it really does feel like Mullen is just reiterating a lot of their news, and the market knows this strategy by them. And one of the concerning things, and I mean, we can talk about this all day long, and I do appreciate anyone watching these videos, especially some people on X that I've had conversations with. One, I believe his name is Gopher. If you're watching this, definitely let me know. But we can sit here and talk about hypotheticals all day long, which might be a good thing, might be a bad thing, but I don't really consider myself to be wearing a tin hat right now. Although that might actually be kind of cozy. But it feels like a lot of times when the stock ends up running, because it is just so oversold. And what we saw the other day on the Keltner channel run, because we ended up running with no news. But then again, we had Tesla's earnings that propelled us higher. The SPY was doing actually really good. The overall broader market pretty much rallied. It kind of really sucked because Meta did not do very well yesterday, so that the market felt the pain. Market's doing pretty well today, though. But, yeah, Mullen ran 48% with no news, and I mean, are the people at Mullen watching this and being like, hey, we gotta drop some news to keep it, like, are they just forcing news? That's what a lot of people out there are, a lot of people are guessing, which is very unfortunate. If the company is doing that, shame on them. That is just really not good leadership. But let's go over to the charts now. Alright, so let's do a quick review on yesterday really quickly of what happened. So yesterday we completely just sold off from the Keltner channel. These pivot levels have not been updated just yet. I actually am going to update them. Let me get the pivot levels pulled up here. 1 second. Okay, so these are pivot levels from yesterday. Obviously, we see we just basically pretty much sold off. Yesterday, the volume was significantly lower than the previous day. We were definitely below the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. Nothing crazy happened yesterday. I mean, we just pretty much sold off essentially yesterday. We stabilized definitely probably a good tail end of the day. Going into power hour yesterday, we basically just traded sideways, which is the best case scenario, to be honest. But yeah, the market did not like the news. People probably dumped their shares that bought in the previous day, and we pretty much had this downfall. Mullen yesterday, I believe, was down at one time 15%. Not good. If we go to the daily chart, though, for yesterday, we didn't give up all of our gains. We didn't pull one of these type of days. We didn't do this. We didn't do a pretty much a straight red dagger to the buttocks, or I should say up the buttocks through your mouth. Oh, excuse me. Oh, damn avocado. I honestly don't know why I get terrible burps after eating avocado. So healthy for you, but still. Yeah, we definitely did not do something like this, which is really good. However, based on the technicals, we're hovering pretty much right below the Keltner channel. Good news is that we haven't broken below the bottom band. Today is not a terrible day. Today is actually still playing out. We'll talk about today momentarily. But as for yesterday, we did not completely lose everything that we gained from $2.81 all the way up to $4.09, $4.10-ish in a way. Still below 35 mil market cap. That's really concerning, and Mullen has to address that. I mean, they're gonna. I don't know if Mullen's gonna go back on the NASDAQ non-compliant companies. That is so just messed up completely. Let's hope that I am still holding some shares, and the only reason why I'm holding shares is because I am making content on Mullen. Ironically, my shares that I'm holding is in this area, so I am up still a little bit on my shares, but I really just don't feel right not holding shares. And I know there's some people watching that have their averages in the double digits, and I mean, it's just the leadership of this company owes all of us so very much. But the only thing right now really going for Mullen is to see if these vehicles can sell, and then we can go ahead and start challenging a lot of these gaps. A lot of people were saying that we definitely filled this gap here yesterday, where we basically fell off around the $4 range. But at the same time, we're pretty much just hopefully right now consolidating. I mean, it's anything. We can talk about hypotheticals all day long. Maybe I should be using reverse psychology. Maybe Mullen's gonna go back down to like 50 cents. Watch it goes to like $500. It's okay. Speaking out of my bum and just having fun now, but if we get a couple more days trading in this area, it's definitely a lot better. And plus the RSI, the overall RSI, for the RSI, we have so much room to push up, but we just really need news. That's the biggest thing. The positive thing about yesterday is that we did not sell all the way back down to the high twos. Basically pretty much stabilized. Today, if we can finish on a green day, that'll be great. And then maybe we get some type of news. Let me check the volume today so far. Where are you? Why isn't the volume updating on TradingView? Give me 1 second. Oh, volume 634. There we go. Yeah, so we had 12 million. Volume is in the upper left hand corner. We had 12,700,000, 94 million shares. Really, honestly, hoping the insiders bought. How awesome would that be? Like I said, yesterday obviously went down 1.763 million. Today we're already up at 634,000 shares being traded. The volume is definitely greater than what it normally is. I honestly don't know if this stock is being diluted or not. Let me double check market caps over here very quickly. Let me check. Let's see. Stock Titans market cap for some reason is very inaccurate. Mullen's market cap 21 million, 79 million. Webull is the same. Okay, so yeah, it's still below 35 mil, but I don't. Hopefully, they're not diluting the stock. It would just be such a. It would be the final just nail in the coffin. The biggest FU on the planet, and it's. I mean, who really knows what may happen after then? Whether, I gotta do some more research and I gotta look at some more stuff because there's a lot of there's so much disinformation going around, and there's just really a lot out there about this company, and there's Mullen is definitely one of those things where you can spend hours covering and going over. But let's just finish wrapping this video up. Just really what the charts are doing today. So we had this spike on for today. Early spike. Pretty decent spike. I was actually watching this entire spike up, this entire push. Beautiful 5-minute candle breakout. Obviously we really didn't do a whole lot. Its volume was really pouring in. Had a good push. I think we opened. I think it was a solid 10%. We basically pushed up on today. But then we basically pretty much just came crash and just sold off. And right now we're pretty much just trading sideways a little bit. Mullen tends to pick up volume around this area. Typically, it's very strange. Mullen is in a world of its own. But we'll really see what Mullen does for the remainder of today. And honestly, like I said, hopefully, hopefully, best thing is that we get a surprise news in the afternoon and something great happens. Worst case for today is we basically just pretty much consolidate sideways, but we have a green day. Right now, Mullen's up almost 5%. It's not terrible. Let's go ahead and update these pivot levels very quickly. I think the Keltner channel itself, where are you, Keltner channel? So Keltner channel did change. Keltner channel is 364. It is very... I'm going to actually start tracking this because we could very well find another Keltner channel pop in the near future. So I'm going to start tracking the Keltner channel. I honestly don't know why I have so many alerts. I got TradingView on a few different computers on my tablet and also cell phone. I think that's the reason why there's so many alerts here, but I got to start cleaning up my chart momentarily. All right, pivot levels. It is very crucial. We obviously stay away from the all-time lows. Pivot levels yesterday were so very broad, but the S3 is, oh wow, I actually went there. 243. That's very good. Last line of support is definitely above the all-time low. That is definitely what we want to see. The S2, 277, S1, psychological level is definitely $3. Let's get down to 297 is the S1. That's good. Definitely above the S1. R1 is 351. Yeah, we actually pretty much went. We actually broke above the R1 today, but we just could not. We ended up double topping. Broke above the R1, got pushed back down, pushed back up, double topped, and just basically been breaking down here. So we may try later in the afternoon to challenge the R1 again. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we actually get above it. That would be absolutely great if we do actually get above the R1 today. R2 resistance level 2. If you want to know these levels, just go type in on Google bar chart MULN. You don't need to encounter anything. It's great, absolutely amazing website to use. Where are we at? 385 second resistance. Where's my third R3? Oh yeah, R3. Where it would be amazing if we get to that level, brothers and sisters watching these videos. It would be an epic Friday. Woohoo! Oh, we would all make it. We'd all be making some moolah today. All right, so these are the pivot levels for today. Like I said, we really just got to wait and see what happens. Hopefully, we just continue trading sideways. That would be amazing. Otherwise, I really do hope everyone has a great weekend. And we'll pretty much be looking at more of this stuff next week. And if you enjoy these videos, please make sure to subscribe. And I will see you all possibly maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll actually be talking about different. Yeah, I'll probably be making a new video tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, yeah, unless something epic happens in Mullen, probably just going to be making a video tomorrow. But hopefully we'll see. All right, take it easy, everyone. Hopefully everyone has a safe weekend, and see you guys soon.